Hello and welcome, guys. Welcome back. Austerus here. Finally, getting back to our Pathfinder adventure. Did we actually not play it for 2 days? Ridiculous. Ridiculous indeed. Okay, wrong button. So here we go. We started Act 3 yesterday. Well, last time we played. We also level up to level 10. And we are in a goblin village right now, investigating the source of the magical beasts that plague in our region, our barony. Seasons of Bloom, that's what it's called, the chapter. With Mother of Monsters and the Witch Hunt, that's what we are looking here for. Find the goblin leader. Alright, so that did level up a quick excursion from what we did on this level up. Right, a quick summary. So Valerie is level 10 fighter, tower shield specialist against the burst barrier here. Bonus to reflexes, alright, and improve it unarmored strikes. So we're gonna be getting this crane style for her. We decided to get to so we can get more AC buff for it. Austerius Monk. Austerius just a monk. We have improved evasion and leg sweep. Leg sweep? Did I got a leg sweep? Okay, leg sweep as my attack instead of shatter and smash. Alright, well, Tristan didn't got nothing except spells. Uncanny dodge or evasion for Akun. And she's Eldritch yeah, Arcane Trickster, so some more sneak attacks for her. Lindsay got herself the Inspire Greatness ability. Inspire Greatness all allies. Okay, so +2 bonus to hit die, and the commensurate and temporary hit points. So +2 competence bonus on attack rolls and 2 competence bonus on fortitude saves. Alright, so it's competence bonus, which is we getting from okay, it's morale bonus actually. Wait, does it actually does it good hope stack with morale bonus from Inspire Courage? That's the question. How do you cope with a monk and having to abstain from your notorious habit of womanizing? What are you saying, mate? Up until now, I had all my party members were women. I'm the pinnacle of like, you know, womanizing here.
I won't be halted.
There's nothing need to be abstained from.
What troubles you?
Okay, I guess one thing we do need is to reapply my buffs here. At least this one. Right, for the hope. Other buffs are looking alright here. You might confuse it feminization. No confusion, no confusion. Where's the goblin merchant? Interesting. Let's check on that guy. Does he really want to trade? As you approach, the goblin stands grinning with a wide yellow teeth amount as sharp as teeth almost as sharp as his eyes are. You notice a large, dirty sack behind him, which you almost mistook for a second goblin. Ah, an adventure! Drayton welcomes. I churk. A buyer. I sell. I trade. Whatever you sort swindlers need, I offer. Want to buy something? I can see it in your eyes. Yes, yes you do. Just 5 money pieces. Not got that much? 10 then? No? Twist my wrist and I give discount just half 100. So have a deal? Deal? I have 100. What you selling? Everything. Everything you be needing for adventuring, spells casting, sword swinging. Just look at yourself. You can you beat with metals and craftings like that. Only today, only for you. Bestest weapons made by the goblin bestest crafters. Just wait. The goblin reaches into the sack by his side and produces a stick with the rusty nails on the end. He swings it several times with swash, almost hitting his own ear. This one can bring whole troll down. Take it. It's not be many coins. Don't like it? Fine, I can sell you a hydra if you like. It's be a good hydra, all teeth and claws. Just a giant house of money pieces. And it's yours. He puts he puts on a grim expression as if afraid to have been cheated. Delivery! Cost you so. And have the merchant trade. Selling Russian top technologists. Well, we're joking, but they have technologies, mate. They have technologies. They actually have them. Not good. One can trade with them. There is no money. Not a single silver shine or copper circle. Only teeth, rocks. The goblin suddenly brightens. Hey, what about you? You have money? Just as suddenly he narrows his eyes. But maybe you try fool me. See Varus, take Varus, run. If so, I'll be seeing money first. Okay, shake the hands with the goblin deal. The goblin palm is covered as something sticky you can't identify, but can definitely feel it crawling on your skin. Obviously, he continues to shake your hand with enthusiasm. He got an amazingly strong grip. Great! We reached now, a deal of a time. He slowly stops shaking your hand and you take the opportunity to unpeel yourself from his grip. Wait, hold on. What are we dealing about now? Show me your virus, you fool. Ever burning touch. 2k. Feels to maze of choke, huh? I don't even have that much of gold here. It's a masterwork. It's cost 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7 gold pieces. Supplies 1,000 gold. Well, okay, yeah. I don't think we're gonna be trading with goblins here. At least he willing to buy the stuff from his fellow slaying goblins here, and this look like the prices are just okay, right? So sell that.
We do it my way.
So that's all about the arena here, except it's not, is it? Except no, there's still area over here. Holy shot.
Onwards!
I see something.
Lindsay got a loot. A Taldan horseshoe. Okay, I think we have like all the pieces of this Taldan set, so we can hear another story from a story keeper, storyteller. But yeah, that's about all the areas to explore. All the goblins to kill. Time to jump into a real fight here. Probably want to buff or rebuff myself, so...
I'm losing my temper.
Strength. Can grace. Some strength on him as well.
Just letting the ink dry.
Ready and willing.
Let's see. Blur and a little bit more blur. Don't come closer. Get close, we come from. Okay, we can't even talk with those guys, can we?
I shall end this suffering.
Apparently we couldn't. Well, just end the suffering. That's level 5 alchemist.
I grant you death.
Miss 3.
Out of my way!
Sneak attack 32. Alright, 2d6. So wonder about her.
Consider me provoked.
25 sneak attack. Do we? Okay, so we do have 3d6 sneak attack over here. Alright. So if you're doing some good job with the sneaks. He's on the ground, tripped. Upstairs should have the trip stuff of his oven. We're probably gonna finish in this guy.
Serves you right.
So like, we have the roles here: inspired courage and good hope, morale and competence. Morale, okay, it's morale bonus, it's competence bonus. Okay, morale and competence, point blank, weapon focus. I should like, okay. What else I was like looking at her? Inspire greatness. So it's giving me a competence bonus. Okay, so greatness giving me a competence bonus. But what's the difference between Inspire Greatness and Inspire Courage? It's all given +1 competence bonus and 42 saves and competence bonus to attack rolls +2. So it's giving me also +2. So basically it's the same, is it? Competence, but it's just better buff. Did I got it right? Oh, he rolled 1, really? Oh my god. And now they got bombed. Stupid wolf.
Let us strike as one.
How dare you? Okay, Akun just finish them off.
From me.
They have some ring of protection here. But the choirs of stairs is in front. That's a bullshit. Come here, beastie. That's a good beastie. We'll be giving you food, dinner, lunch. Eat up. That stupid knock-knock will be time. Fools, knock-knocks. Lamash too. Or whatever. We already touched you and kicked you and tried you. We've seen how Goddess protects you. Why you stopped? Come on now. Where be your dinner? Here. Now here, stupid animal. Take your muzzle off me. You eat not me, you eat him. Haha, I told ya. Run away, Lamash to mercy. Hey, what does be? How is be? All here in my orders. Stay tactical wardrobe. Where? Don't leave me here.
I'm not afraid.
So what happened? What I just witnessed? What I just witnessed? So they came see. Come here, beastie. That's a good one. We're giving you food, dinner, lunch. Eat that stupid knock-knock. It's be about time. Fools, knock-knock laughed at you. Haha. Lamash to herself protects me. You don't dare even touch me. Goblin King, we already touched you and kicked you and tied you. Shaman, we seen how the goddess protects you. Why you stopped? Release the beast at him. Okay, I see. Well, the beast is dying.
Nowhere to run.
Oh, the beast not dying. Beast going to Austerius. Nah, the beast didn't reach Austerius. Beast dying here. Speak as a captured goblin. Oh, so this is our new companion. Is this how it is?
Ha! The Shatshanks not believe knock-knock. Poked him with words and spears and torches. Bite him, kick him. Who'll be survivor now, huh? Knock-knock. Me. Always me. Hail Lamashtu.
The goblin tied to the pole has seen better days. He covered in feels and a wide variety of burns, bruises, claw marks, even a bite mark or two. Yet he's smiling wildly, as if in triumph.
Greet and meet heroes. Seen how I dealt with them? They were like, "We be smashing you," and I snarled back, "No, I be smashing you." And the beast was, "Rah!" and bite again. That's it.
600 XP, I'll take it. Who are you?
I be the ear of Lamashtu. No, not that. I be the seer of Lamashtu. That's who I be. Her favorite of many. I bring her message. She protects me. Sends me offerings to eat and whatnot. I be important. Very important person.
The goblin grins widely, then falters. So, what makes you think that you are the seer of the Mashtu?
I had dream. Llama told Knock Knock in her big white arms, "Rock me, let me suckle her skulls, pet my head and sing. Who's smartest? Who bravest? Who favorite? Knock Knock, that's who." And the next day, proof. I found nest, untouched with eggs. It be a sign. And bigger sign? Llama just saved me, right before your eyes.
The goblin leans in as far as he can, and nodding, the cords creaking as he does so. He moves to rub his belly, but the cords stop him. So, why did you want to kill you? Why did they want to kill you?
It be because of that half-head shaman. Bees bite his back. He be crazy. Something get in his way. He be snarling and poking people with fork.
He huffs, then grumbles and shivers as if trying to dodge invisible pokes and prodding in his memories. So what did you know about the incursion of enchanted beasts?
Beasts? Llama be their mother, like all beasts. But she not birthed them out this way. No way. Half-head shaman lie to make people fear him. Shatshank stride around all puffed up. Everyone bows. Even King won't bark a word against him. He says God has sent us these beasties to answer his prayers. He even made us uproot village. He says there is thing of goddess nearby, where beasts come from, called womb. And he calls me a blasphemer.
Blasphemer, the goblin, the blasphemer. So, what should I do with the king?
They deserve a knock across heads, all of them. Yet, better not knock. You see, Big Mother Idol? Shatshank's hide in her shadow so can beg and whine for Llama to poison, stab, bite, kill whoever hurts goblins. Don't make Lamashtu Mother mad. Let them live.
Okay, the goblin casts an angry glance toward the other goblins hanging behind the statue of Lamashtu and hisses in disgust. And he becomes strangely thoughtful, perhaps reverent, obvious. The goblin nods to the statue the goblins are hiding behind. Okay, chaotic evil. Chaotic evil, I heard all I need, and you say all you need to say? As chaotic evil to defeat the evil goblins? What a bullshit. So Lynx, thanks for information. I thought this guy was like our new companion. Maybe not.
Hey, where you going? Wait till I untie
Or maybe
myself.
yes.
I go with you. We heroes, we march together. The shaman fled. I bet your hide he come back for revenge. He hates you, Longshanks. Hates your guts. Mine too. Let's follow him, then kick him hard in his guts. Teach him a lesson.
Let's
we
do that.
kick the king in his guts too while we be there.
You want to go with me?
See for yourself. Heroes need muscle, right? Also need brain for plans.
I have all of that.
Someone with pretty face to charm everyone.
I have all of that.
It needs leader, heart of the group.
I have all of
I
that.
can do all of that.
No, dude. I can do all of that. I already doing all of that. Charm, charisma, leadership abilities, muscles as well. I have all in one. Everything in one person. Okay, like join us.
Onwards for the adventures!
Adventures. I'll take him instead of Lindsay. His bewildered injury. It's probably what gonna happen here. Who need a bard? Ridiculous, right? Achievement unlocked. Followers. So I think that's all the followers we want. Let's take a look at the guys first and foremost.
Me?
Yeah, you. So wait, do we have this?
Battles await.
Okay, trip, a leg sweep, working. So we good?
Who's there?
Yeah, I imagine this guy has some dexterity 7, so he has belt of incredible dexterity here. Alright, he has master quirky. So he has 8, 10 damage and 8, 10 with 13 attack. So his knife master. Let's see. So probably want some of this. A hero such as he is. Alright, abilities. Charge. Okay, armor proficiency light. Simple weapon finesse. Martial weapon proficiency. Weapon focus quirky. 2 weapon fighting. Dodge, toughness, a double slice. Your offhand weapon while dual wielding strikes with a greater power. Add your strength bonus to a damage rolls made with your offhand weapons too. Okay, he's a goblin. His sneak attacks 4, rogue proficiency, sneak stab, evasion, rogue talents, blade sense. Combat improving the blade that she gains +1 dodge bonus to AC against attack made against her with the light blades. Increase +1, okay. Finesse train and quirky. Debilitating injury, uncanny dodge, combat tricks, slow reaction. Opponents damaged by the character's sneak attack can make an attack opportunity for 1 turn. Let's see. Traits stealthy. +4 second senses. His 30 feet speed here. Okay, so let's see about his armor and his other abilities to go with. Starting on level 7, him. Getting a knife mastery. I have like rock talent and improved uncanny dodge. The defense denied another rogue the ability to sneak attack character by flanking her unless character can no longer be flanked. Which is really good. Blade sense, dodge against attack with light blades. This is going dexterity, no points arguing about that. Wisdom 9. Mobility, trickery, stealth. Okay, he has a lot of trickery. Perception, that's we want to. Or nature, I guess. We'll take this one as well. Kind of observer. More perception checks, combat tricks. So confuse. When a character confused and hit a creature with a melee attack that deals sneak attack damage, the character is no longer confused. What? Okay, so I see. Confused. I see what it means. Terrain master, skill focus, iron guts. Fast stealth, combat tricks. What do we have for combat tricks? It's probably improvement to weapon. I get like a second attack with a offhand weapon, albeit -5 penalty. Perennial strike. Armor focus, one I see from my armor. So what we want is combat outflank, right? We want outflank. For sure. Next level 10, 5, okay. Level 5 sneak. Religion, he's like a religion's goblin knowledge world. Point blank, improvement two-handed weapon fighting. Armor focusing for more AC. Blind fighting. Right, you can reroll. I will not get invisible attack and not get no advantages to hit in melee as well. Defense combat training. Death heads, die hard always good, right? Precise strikes can work with this composition. It's additional 1d6 point of precision damage with each successful melee attack. Other sources precision damage, so sneak attacks is stuck in with that. Vital strike, single attack, significantly more damage. So just improve it to weapon fighting. Not gonna be hitting much with that, but level 10, we get in advanced talent. Choose one advanced rogue talent in place of rogue talent. Sure. Getting this rogue talent as well. Mobility, tree career. Athletics -1, like how is that? Stealth, perception. So combat tricks can found in Blade. When a character with this talent hits a creature with a melee weapon that deals sneak attack damage, the target cannot make attack opportunity for 1d4. Okay, crippling strike. Can sneak at opponents with such precision that the blow weaken hamper them. Opponents damaged by one of her sneak attacks also take 2 points of strength damage. She's probably do. Dispelling attack. Deal sneak attack damage by character's ability. It's affected by a target and dispel magic effect. One of the spell affects the target. The caster level for this ability is equal to the character level. So caster level is like level 10. This is also going to be good, dispelling attack. Double debilitation. Penalty against target using debilitation injury class feature. They can select 2 penalties to inflict. The target can never be subject to more than 2 penalties at the same time. If additional penalties are inflicted, any previous penalties are... Okay, familiar. Improve evasion. This works like evasion, except while the character still takes no damage on the successful reflex saving throws against attack, they also take only half damage on a fail save. Opportunities can make attack opportunity against opponent who has just been struck by damage in melee by another character. This attack counts as the attack opportunity for a round and can be used more than once per round. So that's the thing. That's the thing. I think we're gonna get this dispelling attack actually. I think we're just gonna get this dispelling attack. Crippling strike, good. Get a dispelling attack. I feel like this must be. Never checked out his alignment, but probably. Yeah, it's chaotic evil. Chaotic evil. So now about his stuff over here. There is no fit in light armor for this guy. No fit in light armor. Nothing better. There's this ropes. It's not really gonna be working. It's like there's bombs. Alright, there's necklace. Become immune to fatigue, exhaustion, and can activate the necklace surrounding themselves hour of nothingness. Yeah, we just get natural armor for him. Natural armor plus 2, 23 AC. Charisma for a goblin. And wisdom. You can do here. You want to tell me I ended a Grim Dawn main story on level 38? Okay, so this was gonna take triple at the time since this was first game of this genre. Yeah, the main story is ending like on when you're defeating the what's it called? Longhorian. But there's a 2 DLC coming after. The one DLC is a continuation of story right away. The Ashes of Melmoth, and another one, the Forgotten Gods, you can do after the Act 1. I'm usually doing in chronological order after the first DLC, but you can get access to it after Act 1. It's also a story, but a little bit away from actual main story. Now it's like if you have only main game without DLC, then the thing you need to do is go to next difficulty, right? By finishing the game you unlock in next difficulty, and the real fun starting on elite difficulties. There's secret quest there, alright, harder bosses to fight. Yeah, we'll skip it for now. I saw there's now Pillars of Eternity 2 and crazy discount on Steam. I yet to finish the first one. We tried twice. Yeah. Immune to the blindness and dazzling. I can go clock of resistance over here on this guy. What else? Do we get in him this crown? Get in the goblin's charisma, get him wisdom. It's not doing anything to him. It's not doing anything. That's all like we can equip him with. And do we have any quirky here? Beast Founder. Animal Bane. It's Falchion two-handed. It's not even the thing. Side +1. Don't have any good weapon for him. Don't have anything for goblins. Let's see. Potions. Yeah, usually people playing RPG, like I say, most people just disregard the story completely. They play in it for the builds, right? So, for builds. So the Waldron with hammer and injury. Rogue deals sneak attack, damage to 4. She can also deliberate the target. If her attack goes into take penalty for 1 round. All the target's speed and are reduced by half. Okay, this one. The target take -2 penalty to attack rolls. In addition, the target takes an additional penalty to all attack rolls in the make against a rock. Okay, we're gonna go with this one. More goblins. Can talk with that guy. Huddled behind the statue of Lamashtu, a bunch of goblins cast angry glances at you, muttering threats and curses. One of them, apparently the bravest, steps out, shaking his fist, and howls at you in a quivering voice. You not dare to come closer? We catch one of your kind before, and Lamashtu cursed him. A terrible curse. Should do the same to you? Hey! Knock knock pulls your sleeve. They might be right. They be a bunches of stupid, loud, smelly and greedy worms. But if you kill them, right under the statue of goddess, she might get offended. He points his finger at the corpse of the goblin you killed. See how God goddess banished the blasphemers? You run now, or she gets you too. They not want mercy. When prisoners begged them, they listened. You must now make a choice between justice and mercy. Don't fear the wrath of an evil goddess. It is not her who will judge you for this choice. This will stay between your soul and your own deity. The much or not. You will be responsible for anyone those vermin kill or maim. Do not press your luck. Cleanse your land of those monsters. Lawful natural. Natural good. Leave. Fine, I'm lawful. Filthy pest. I'll purge you off my lands. The mash to be damned. I would have said it differently, but your thoughts were essentially the same. A caustic smile touches Valerie's lips. Ah, goddess, let us sacrifice them to you. Filthy pests.
True.
What are the levels? Okay, they're level 8. There's some level 8 thing. Hello, welcome, Nicholas Rob. Greetings, mate. Greetings again. Did we saw each other today on the stream? Oh, we did at the beginning. Welcome, mate. Where is this goblin? Okay, there it is.
Knock used to lighting enemies on fire first. Hurts? Good.
42. First damage with him is like 42. Not bad, not bad. A goblin. So we're talking about about sucking the hobbit, the Lindsay. We did it. We sucked the goblin, mate. The goblin, I mean the hobbit. The same thing. The same thing. We have a goblin assassin now. We're a little bit lucky in a C department. Firebolt? Wait, is someone left alive still? Oh, there it is. Level 8 fighter.
Do not falter.
Run them through!
I'll take the gold.
Done and done.
Got anything over here? Nope. Come you boys. So what do we have for Mass of Monsters? Okay, so we did done the thing, but we didn't solve the problem. So maybe missed casting near the Shrine of Lamash too. That's what we need to do. Well, we can go up here.
I lead. You follow.
Well, that's the last companion, if I understand correctly, because we got like achievement called companions and stuff. Let's get out of here. And more people to have like intelligence conversation with. It's all about charisma, face, and strength. That's what he said. There's a lonely meal as well. Some area, and we need to visit this area, the village here, because there are some artisans we can talk to with. Let's see, no idea what is the lonely meal about. But we're gonna be checking it out right now. Well, passing the windmill, we saw the curious thing. Goblins were squatting in the shadows of the building, doing what goblins do best. Stuffing their faces. They had gutted sacks of floor and were spreading the wells. Some fried pancakes on the open fire, others threw pieces of a dough into the bubbling pot, making some kind of dumplings. Yet others just rolled around in the white powder, shoving clumps down their throats. All of them, without exception, were guzzling oil from kegs nearby, spilling it over each another and bellowing songs. When they spotted us, the merry goblins, possibly due to the ale, stood their ground. Instead of fleeing, they started to whistle and wave, inviting us to join their feast. In response, the Baron, chaotic neutral, smiled, muttered by nod, and took the place near the fire. I'm not a chaotic, lawful. Thrown it, buried his weapon, and charged into the battle. Shuriken, the goblins scattered and ran, kicking up the clouds of floor. When the clouds settled, of the goblins there was no sign. But I'm lawful good, right? I mean, I don't. Okay, there's nothing there. So there's some event, some reward if you drink with the goblins, is it? But you need to compromise with your unwavering nature of being lawful and being good. So this guy, Varosk of the Wild Feast. An elderly half-orc looks at you without any friendliness. His clothes are covered with the spots, and he looks exhausted and sickly. What are you looking at? Can you see? Master Orcs is not well. On my last leg. Go alone. Leave me to my unhappy fate. Despite the cantankerous tone, there is a certain confidence in the half-orc's voice, especially in how proudly he spoke the word master. And what is your name? Varosk. Varosk the Wild Feast, they called me. I was once an armor and weapon maker. I'm more, of course, of a corpse than a master now. Some evil people took everything from me, my family, my whole house, my craft, even took my tools, everything. What happened to you? Tell me. What happened? It was calamity. I was going about my business and then I fell ill. Cut down by a fever. I've been burning up for 3 weeks. I thought I would die more than once. A local merchant saved me. A kind soul, damn him. He saved me, but not for free. Took everything I had as a payment. Even my precious work tools, the last of my treasures. I'm useless like this. What good I am to anyone, but if you got my tools back I'd be quite alright. I used to make such weapons and armor. They sold faster than I could make them. But without my tools, I'm useless. If you try to use a regular hammer to forge like I do, you just ruin a good thing. I bend the togs and wouldn't make anything worth putting my name on. The trickster got everything I need. The half-orc pierces you with his angry eyes. Listen, I can tell you got money. Maybe you need any more armorer? If you help me, I'll serve you. I'll make formidable weapons for you. One that just beg for enemy blood. But first, I need my tools back. Okay? I wasn't distracted for your wolves. So I guess like, we're talking to the trader. The Varrock took 50 gold. Well, that's not much of the stuff. We can sell a bunch of those things over here. Meanwhile. From all this to newest, let's sort it out. We have additional 1k 1100. Do we need more supplies? That's the question. How much supplies we left here with? 41. Okay, yeah, we don't need more supplies. Here are your tools. The half-orc touches the tools tenderly, as if he can't believe his eyes, and then clutches them as tight as he can. Can I have them back? Really? Thank you so much. Well now, I'll be alright. I'll have food on the table. I'll get rid of this dumb feather, and do what I promised my children. And I keep my promise. Give me a place to set up a shop. I'll work hard to repay you. 600 experience. So we need to build a shop for him. Alright, we do need to build a shop for this guy in order for him to produce the goods.
We do it my way.
Can use can I use? I think we can use more of diamond dust here. Got like a okay, 3 kilograms, almost 4 kilograms of diamond dust. Sure. Now, Raziel, who are you? A stunning elven lady turns to you. Her hair is immaculate, and her eyes are deep water. Her beauty is like a bird of prey. She's also heavily armed. As she sees you, her superior air fades, leaving a charming smile on her face. How fortunate! Your Grace, allow me to introduce myself. I am Nazriel, the weaponsmith. I can craft the deadliest weapons mortals can make. I like to make the opportunity to pay my respects. As soon as I found out you were here, I dispatched one of my apprentices. But of course, the boneheaded failed his mission. Would you like to hear an offer that would be to our mutual benefits? And what is this offer about? I hope to start serving you in exchange for your protection. You see, my creations are not to everyone's liking. In the lands where I come from, demands for artful blades is low. The heavier and cheaper one is better for peasants. I have to swallow my pride and do such work merely for survive. I know that serving you will allow me to earn a true recognition. I'm offering you a contract. You will provide me a workplace and all necessary resources, and I shall fill your arsenal with the perfect instruments of death. More, I will craft for you personally an amazing and deadly weapon, for which there is no equal. I have long been looking for a warrior worthy of this masterpiece. All you need to do is sign the contract and place your first order. The elven woman shows you a larger case with a prepared contract. Do we have a deal? Well, first, tell me about yourself. An artist, one of a kind. I create weapons, not just pointy iron sticks, but real weapons. Nazriel raises her eyebrows meaningfully. Alas, not every domain appreciates high quality and expensive blades. I hope you'll be the general's patron and an appreciative connoisseur. Okay, I agree. Make a deal. The Nazriel eyes shine with excitement. She hands you a pen and paper. Thank you. Sign here, please. And here. Done. All right. Now, one can touch a court blacksmith. No one can touch a court blacksmith. I will order my apprentices to pack up my materials and take them to the new workshop, which you will kindly provide me with. As soon as I'm settled, I send one of my people to deliver your orders. Okay, so we have another 600 XP, which is I take for free. When tomorrow she will build a criminal arms smuggling empire now that you have granted her immunity. Why would she? He's just some blacksmith, mate.
I won't be halted.
And what does immunity mean? She's working for me. Okay, someone have a nice house over here, but no loot. Ridiculous. Well, we should look around the village. It's a mine village after all. Maybe there's more to loot.
We do it my way.
Maybe not. Okay, so should I go and take the Lindsay back, or should I travel with the goblin here for a while? First of all, we definitely should like save here. We should save. This area belongs to me, by the way. I mean, this is area of my kingdom now, so I can access the kingdom bar. I'm gonna try to go for this over here. They're gonna take me 14 hours, so it's not that that far away. Let's see about the events here, projects. Was there something? Okay, I was something in particular I wanted to do. I want to build the things. So building a long house, and we have not enough building points to do anything. Nazriel weapon shop can be upgraded to Nazriel weapon workshop. Require town. The humble shop of the local artisans. When I come into an adjacent to a tavern or long house. And there's Orc Sink. Varrock's weapons shop. Humble shop of local artisans. When I come to an adjacent to a tavern or long house. Require town. Speaking of a town, is my capital a town now? It's a village, so we haven't been upgraded into a town. Apparently we didn't. Where's the projects here to upgrade? Certain castle skills as general, love for people, research into nature, road to Oleg trading post. Oh, I think we're doing it already, is it? A new phase into life of your capital, rebuild the capital. So 6 days to build a thing. Yeah, we don't have a building points for those workshops for now. We just need to remember to build them in a couple of weeks. Okay, let's see about the Lamashtu thing. Secret Sanctum. What is this Secret Sanctum? Oh, the cleansing ritual, right? We also have that what, stones? Wait a minute, where do we have the a tomb? Okay, Lonely Barrow over here. That we still have to open the door. In order to open the doors there, we need to defeat some very strong mystical beasts and creatures.
May we have a moment of respite?
So, where we need to get here on specific moon day, right? Where do you see where is the moon day or no, not the moon day? $25 Calistriel. Okay, they're not showing me the time of the week, do they? Do I need to try to guess it myself? That's the question. Well, we're gonna enter it right now, but maybe we just randomly guess it right.
I need to catch my breath.
Right, muzzle monsters. Okay, we shan't. So I've little proven false. Neither the goblins nor the terrible goddess were involved in our trouble, but we found a new clue. It seems the goblin shaman knows where to look for a source of infection. Goblin shaman, but we need to find the fucking goblin shaman. And he's run away somewhere. Oh, there's a castle.
Time to search for the spot to rest.
Sinew caster notes. Under his coat you notice a suit of armor. A sword hangs at his belt. The goddess are ready to fight. I'm happy to see you, my baron. While we were waiting for you, I've had enough time to choose a good place for an ambush. I received your letter and came as soon as I could. Thank you, your grace. I decided you'd like to see this place with your own eyes. The Mashtu shrine is on the hill's other side of the hill. I suggest we set ambush right there. The visibility is good. We can watch the cultists unnoticed and choose the right moment to strike. If you wish, you can examine the location. Knock knock storms around angrily. Is place to worship and prize? And what we? We mess around. Mother of beasts will be pissed. So, what do you know about Lamashtu? Cast and Thrones. Not much, your grace, but I've heard some things. Goblins, kobolds, and other wild beasts worship her. She helps them to breed, protects the young. As for people, the blessings of Lamashtu is too dangerous for them. A woman can give birth to something so terrible that the villagers might decide to drive their mother and child out from the village, or worse. You can go down and take a look at the shrine. The scouts who've been watching the cultists told me about hideouts hideous rituals that were performed there. The cultists disfigured and mutilated themselves, shriek like demons, and copulate in the mud. The Castan froze in disgust. I just can't imagine who in their right mind, except for goblins, would ask Lamashtu for help and agree to be a part of this abomination. Am I sleep ready for now? So, are we ready for ambush? Not today. Come back later, and we get them when they least expect us. Okay.
Onwards.
Not today, he's saying. So I need to check like every day if he's ready for ambush or not.
I lead. You follow.
Climb your shield.
Yeah, I was about to say we need to cast a good hope over here. Just in case. Oh, look at this. There's some dagger for my goblin. There's some cookery. +2 enchantment. Unholy. Attack with this weapon. Okay, unholy weapon imbued with unholy powers. This power makes a weapon evil aligned and thus bypass the corresponding damage reduction. Is deal extra 2d6.2 damage against all creatures of good alignment. Sacrificial. Attack with this weapon get an additional 2 enchantment bonus against stunned, paralyzed, nauseating, and frightening targets. Okay, let's go here. He's a real boy now.
I'm listening.
Let's got myself a little bit more of guidance. Flat stones are scoured with the blood and literate with the skulls and bones. All that is left from Nazitin rituals. The stone is scoured with the strange images. Okay, there's a ring. Duck. Cage the duck. Potentially more roots, mushrooms, dried token. Probably the best way is just like wait here. Prepare my camp. It's the only place those heretics can camp through. Cultist. Cooking. Can the goblin cook? Well, he can, but not very well. What about her? She has better chance in cooking when goblin can camouflage the camp. So it make a little bit more sense.
I should never have come to the Stolen Lands. No, not like this. I shouldn't have stayed. But now, it's too late to leave.
Okay, continue. The hunters didn't catch any food. So is the time? Not today. So we just wait in here, 24 hour. Just in like 1 day. Okay, this till 27.
I had a dream recently that I am a hero already and battle a dragon on the back of an owl bear. Then I fell off his back and woke up during the most interesting part.
I barely turned around and BAM! I don't know how my shields didn't crumble to pieces from a blow. My arms and shoulders scalded me for 2 days before I got to heal her. So whenever I hear someone say they'll do without the shield on the battlefield, I always remember that ogre. If I didn't have a shield, I don't know where it would be now, says the Valerie. She shakes her hair and sighed. To be honest, intelligent creatures frighten me more than mindless monsters. It's the amazing ability to conceal a rotten core behind a front of politeness. I remember one night. I met him at one of the Breivik mercenary camps. He noticed me among some other and got into his head that I had to be conquered like some prize or an honorary trophy. In 2 days the whole camp knew I was his intended and would surely belong to him, just give him time. Valerie grins her teeth. And this wasn't the only smug scoundrel life has thrown at me. Supposedly gallant gentlemen who expect only one thing of women, to be obedient and inarticulate. I think perhaps simply haven't met a truly gallant gentleman. Valerie sees you up. Really? And how do you think a truly gallant gentleman would behave? Why? By inquiring after the wishes of the gallant dame. Calmly work, don't make a fool of the sweetheart. Inquiring the wishes of her. The Valor laughs in response. Oh, I see, you're from that endangered tribe. It's confronting to know a man like you still exists. The Valor pauses, looking at you. That's probably why I'm still with you. I mean, in your party. The Valor runs her fingers among her armor, removing an invisible grain of dust. So, where was I? Anyway, we have to go. Lead us, Austerius. I definitely conquered her. It does sound like we did. Yes. This is probably not the day, but we're gonna check nonetheless. Is that time for ambush? Not today. Wait here. Maybe on the kingdom menu we can see the moon day. That's what we're looking here for. No, it's not saying like where do chat. Where do you see the name the day of the week here? I can skip time while adventuring apparently. Interesting. Manage. Let's say we're not hunting. So we're waiting for 24 hours, yeah?
I admire your optimism. Even...
Do you know?
Okay, so 27. Look at this trail. Is it time? Hopefully there are 7 days in this week, not like 10 or something. Not today.
We do it my way.
Okay. So it's 27. Going to 28.
You can fight. You aren't afraid. I have seen this.
70 hours to hunt rations. I'm ready, Captain. Let's get the cultist. Okay, so this is finally a time. Let's save. Yeah, I'm just blind or whatever. But they not saying not showing me the day here, right? 28 of Calistris, they say in the months. Not actually the day. Let's do it. Actually not. Let's buff myself.
Here.
How may I help?
Hopefully those buffs gonna be
Right here,
lasting.
my friend.
Buff.
You can count on me.
Don't have a hobbit for buffing.
Share your troubles.
Let's start with those buffs here. Look, your grace, the cultists. Come to me, Lamashtu's children. Today we praise our great mother who imbued Adela's womb. Praise the mother of the beast. A glorious day. Lamashtu favors us. She blesses the pack with a new cub, a beautiful one. Yeah, at last, she has a Lamashtu mark on her body. The goddess took a cub, a mother's life as payment. What a worthless female she was, only able to bear a one cub. We don't need two weaklings. Tell us your binding. Praise the mother of monsters, the alive Gira. Attach yourself to the waters of Lamashtu. Glory to the mothers. Glory to Lamashtu. Now it's our best chance. Okay, it's not a chance.
I won't let you down.
To the quarry go, you fools.
Onwards!
They're already finding. Level 8.
You dead.
One down.
Onwards!
Curses upon you! Lamashtu will avenge her children! Run away! He just like went and ran
Stay
away.
behind me!
Well, there goes my militia guy. Just like that. Buff, where's the guy? Trip him. You also have a prayer.
Knock knock used to lighting enemies on fire first.
So there's 7, a set of 7 like hit with 1 dagger. Sneak attack 5d8. 5d8. So he's okay. He's okay. You just need to get him a better gear.
This is for you!
Oh my god, she rolled 1 twice. They have haste, so they all win.
Let's hear you cry.
Sneak attack. So why I'm not tripping him? This should be like leg sweep. I don't see like he even attempting to do it. Like, how the fuck is even like working?
Cannot hide from me.
Under 12 XP from those guys.
Let us strike as one!
I'll take. Okay. Hell's one escaped. We need to catch him, otherwise another altar soon be appear at some places. Catch the cultist. One priest managed to get away. Get him. The bloodstain, a piece of manuscript. Crashing bones, hear me. Each word I speak shall turn to stone. The world shall shudder at my words. Open your eyes and see. The world became beautiful. Burnt forests stretching to the horizon. Mounds of bodies, blackened skies. Skulls glittering at the coals like a grave. Gravel, I, the one who renders the flesh of your enemies. Take in this beauty. All living beings tremble at my side. Bow to me. Search the children of Shailene. Tear them apart. Destroy them. No. Transform them. Grant them the gift of rebirth. Then let them become beautiful, befitting the beauty I shall bring into this world. O great Lamashtu, the Eater of Hearts, reveal your truth to us. We hear your call, all of you shall live in a better world. Curse Pazuzu, the flying worm, he shall fall in this war, soon, myriads of warriors under my command. The mountains themselves shall crumble at our feet. Burn all, make the world beautiful, the ground thirsts for blood. I thirst for beauty, give birth to beasts, I shall. There's some crazy person. The triumph over the wicked Lamashtu cultists proved incomplete. Some villain, or villainess, have slipped away under the cover of darkness into a narrow gorge among the rocks. Without the second thought, our brave Baron, loyal Kirsten, and the comrades in arms, rushed after the fleeing figure. The figure, clad in black, was barely visible in the dark. The villain had gotten far ahead of us. At the last moment, the Baron noticed the prey had turned aside and disappeared behind the rocks. Dexterity, so our brave heroes rushed into the dark and dreary gorge, chasing the runaway. Mobility. After they decided to take a shortcut to catch the cultists by surprise, the party started climbing up the stone ridge. Climbing in the darkness is a difficult task. It's not a joke when you try to catch a stable rock and hear the small stones crumble under your feet. Several times it seems our heroes were out of luck, but their stubbornness and the thought of the runaway cultists gloated about eluding them gave them strength. Moments later, we were at the top. So our heroes found themselves at the top, and just in time, the cultist, barely visible in the darkness, was threading his way through the gorge directly beneath them. It seems the cultist was so focused on finding his footings that he didn't notice his pursuers perch above him. Giving the Baron a chance to strike, what will our heroes do next? Strength? Trigger the avalanche over the runaway ahead, frightening him. Dexterity 3. Choose a character of send the swiftness and most agile ahead down the unbeatable slope in the hopes of cutting the runaway off. So I mean there's 29 dexterity for Ekundayu and perception too. I should be work just fine. Ekundayu appeared from a darkness like a spirit. The runaway clearly hadn't been expected that. Ekundayu barely had time to react when the cultist burst into a sprint. Darkness failed to cover the peculiar way the runaway walked. The robed figure was limping badly, dragging their right leg. Despite that, the cultist vanished in the darkness without trace. The party followed to the edge of the plateau, where the flatlands began. 230 XP. As our brave heroes reached the edge of the plateau, the vastness of the Camelands opened before them, an ocean of high grass as far as the eye could see. A beautiful sight, but frightening our quarry is fighting our quarry in this green sea. It would prove impossible. With our heads down and hopes lost, we descended to where a small streamlet flowed amongst the stones. And then, there before us, the good fortune. In his haste, our villain had run through the high grass, leaving a trail for all to see. The party immediately set off, driven by a single desire, to capture the criminal who dares to escape the punishment of the Baron and had led us on this unwelcome chase. We moved as swiftly as we could, but even the ground seems to fight us. Rock gave way to mud which grew deeper as we marched on and seems to grab at our boots. Even the wind began to rise, lashing at our cloaks, and a full sand filled the air. Sure signs we were heading towards the narrow marshes. Stuck in wet and exhausted, our heroes came upon a cabin at the edge of the swarm. According to Castan, it was the Hunter's Lodge owned by Durma, a huntress who lived there alone, and was known for her great temper and little patience. It also looked as if it might be a place where the cultists would seek shelter. It was unlikely that an runaway would brave the depths of the narrow marshes in the middle of the night. So the Baron pushed open the door and stepped inside, letting touch of the cool night air in. Have you been to the Durma cabin already? In the previous acts? Find the priest of Lamashta among the people here. The lodge is lit with only a few candles on the table and the counter. Shadows lie sick among the rooms. A number of people are here. A well-dressed couple at one of the table, a girl in a simple dress, a dozen near the opposite wall, and at the counter is an untidy dwarf. She wiping the mugs and glaring at you. With the half-open kitchen door, you hear the clanging of pans and metal, presumably a stove. The Castellan looks around with a heavy gaze. Things have gone from bad to worse. We must find the cultists before they flee, and we have no idea what they look like. The people in the lodge look surprised and concerned. Each seems to recognize you and ask themselves, what is the ruler of those lands doing here at such late hour? Flanked by the armored guards. The Creston hands falls to his weapons. Your Grace, I'm ready to make an arrest. But if you wish to investigate further before making a decision, I'll make sure no one leaves the lodge until you give an order. Yeah, I like to look around and speak with the people. Maybe I'll find something. As you command, Your Grace. No one will leave this house. I'll make sure of that. The Castan looks around the hall once again. My advice, take their room keys. Their personal belongings speak at their owner's interest. Often more than their master would like. A new quest. Or the same quest. Throwing out accusations in the random will get us nowhere. We need to hard evidence. We should probably chat with the locals and then check their rooms. Well, we should save, first and foremost. It's about Durma. I'm looking for someone. Can you help me? How many people are there in the lodge now, except for you? Watch yourself. There's 3 of them, all sitting over there. Durma nods towards her guest. That one in the kitchen. Guessing she's the servant to those 2 noble folks. They look to be carrying all their coins. I'm looking for someone. Can you help me? The Durma gives us a sullen glance. It seems she's not happy to talk to with you, but she doesn't dare refuse openly. Do you know who your guests are? Why should I? The Durma tilts her head, her eyes surprising you. I'm not their ward. They come, they pay for bed, they keep quiet. Why do I care who they are? A crime happened, Durma. I need to help to find a culprit. So what did this culprit do wrong? Durma's voice becomes thick, corners of her mouth curve down. Shot a deer in someone's lands, and now the criminal has to run away as she was the animal herself? Whatever it is, leave me out of it. While the cultists of Lamashti's head in your lodge, I have to find them. The Durma stares at you for a moment, then utters a hoarse chuckle. Once of Lamashtu owned? That's quite a story you spun, Your Grace. Next to tell me I'm holding Rowagag down in the cellar. And what you've proof that I hide the cultists? Several hours of work from your lodge is the shrine of Lamashtu. Baron, enough! The dwarf claps her hand. Here's in stolen lands. You can't swing that dead cat without hitting at some goblin nest. A cursed ruins, a shrine of something full. Okay, I don't get into argue with you. Do you let anyone in your house? The drama's face turns red. What are you hidden in, huh? Your guest drama. Do you allow anyone who asks to spend a night here? The drama blinks several times, pretending you pondering your words. Of course, everyone. What else I'm expected to do? Pick who gets a warm spot near the fireplace and who gets left out in the rain. I'll let you in and you sucks. Through up, you have put a terror in my other guests. I'm a lawful baron, lawful good, and he called me my people thugs. Excuse me, who are you calling thugs? Said Octavia. The Durma eyes Octavia and falls silent and then shrugs. You're very lost, sure, but who knows what sort you have in that pretty house of yours? Okay, do you remember when your guests came to your lodge at least? The Durma closed her eyes, trying to recall. I went to check on my traps. Some people arrived when I was away, so I can't tell you for sure, your grace. Okay. I like to examine the rooms. Durma hands tighten to feast, but she keeps them on her hips. She say nothing, merely stares at you defiantly. Diplomacy? Listen, the sooner I cross you out of the suspect list, the sooner I leave you alone. Do me a favor and give me your key, your room key, and all this will be over before you know. Have you already? Okay, so we already opened her room key before we've been here, I believe. Okay, but that's additional XP. Durmas is silent for a moment, and then Newson pulls an old, age-darkened key from her belt. You wait then. Her eyes narrows, but have a care. No diligence through my undergarments. Or I'll have your hands on the hooks. You heard it. Okay, don't touch her undergarments. Got it. So throwing out as accusation at random. Okay, there aren't many women in the world grumpier than this Durma. She looks none too pleased at our arrival. Okay, so Olika. A young woman stands before you wearing a plain dress and a hooded cloak. Her belly is swollen. She is pregnant, and her time's near. The woman managed to bow. I've heard other people calling you Baron, your grace. It's an honor to be in your presence. I'm Olika. What are you doing here, Olika? I'm taking what rest I can after a long day on the road, your grace. I'm a widow. Olika stopped short. I barely had 2 seasons to mourn my husband and left me with child. And it's in difficult times like this. I've got a sister in Gralton. God bless her. She agreed to give me a shelter in her house, so I went there. There was nowhere else to go. Where are you from? From Galt, your grace. I am from a tiny village near the tract. Guess no one here even heard about this place. Succeed knowledge. You recall the location of Galt and Gralton. As far as you know, stolen lands lay aside from the place Olga had named. They lay aside from a place. Okay, so there's something tricky with this. So are you planning on staying in Gralton? Olga hesitates. I don't know yet, she answers. But if things turns out well, why not? It was a long journey for you. A little con, your grace, so I have to beg traders on the road to ride in the carts. I spend nights anywhere I have to. This place is at least warm and dry. I'm looking for a cultist of the Dark Goddess. Can you help me? Cultist? That's horrible. But how can I help you? Have you seen anything suspicious tonight? Elka shakes her head slowly. No, I don't think so. Do you know anyone in this hall? First time I've seen those people was when I stepped over the threshold of this lodge. Do you know who came to the lodge last? Olka Froms. I heard noises from the kitchen. It was like something fell on the floor, and then this grumpy old lady, Durma, came out. Okay. Let's talk about something else. Need the key to your room. Olka hesitates, then takes the key out of her cloak and hands it to you without the word. So you just robbed some pregnant mother. According to Olka, she traveling from Gal to Grathorn. That sounds perfectly normal, but how did she end up in Stolen Lands? There is in the complete opposite direction. She should at least brush up on her geography before trying to lie straight to our face. I mean, she's a peasant woman. She don't know where it is. Carbon Tendrim. A bearded, middle-aged man stands before you. He wears a massive gold chain on his neck. The woman beside him gives a polite smile and nods as you approach. Greetings, Baron. The man's voice is so low and as a rumble. As low as a rumble. Let me introduce myself. Cabron Tendrim from Resto. He nods at the woman beside him. And this is my wife, Una Tendrim. We come to your lands to hunt. Yet I admit we did not expect to meet you in person. To what do we owe this honor? Tell me about yourself, please. I'm legalist, Baron. The Cabron hooks his thumbs into his embroidered belt. My job is to ensure Resto's laws are upheld. My wife is keeper of the hearse and my loyal companion in prolonged journeys. The Una nods without a word, her gaze fixed on you. A legalist, so you are judge. Bluff? Oh yeah, of course, the Cabron Tendrim. I've heard about you and your famous legal cases. Did we? Cabron Tendrim freezes as if someone put a knife in his throat. Is that so? He tries to smile, but his eyes are fearful. I doubt, Baron, that anything you heard concerned me. My family name is a common one. I'm so many relatives, I know not a quarter of them. He clears his throat. Okay, so a legalist, so we are a judge. The Cabron smiles slightly. Not exactly. I work as a legal defender in cases where a suspect's innocence must be proven, and I admit, I have moderate success in that field. The Cabron seems about to elaborate, then stops. No need to bother you with tedious tales from the courts. The Una Tendrim raises her head. We decided a trip was in order. My husband worked so long hours during the last several months, so we felt the journey would be a good for us. Well, with a difficult job like yours, it's impossible to get by without some divine support. Whom do you address your prayers to? Why, to Abador, of course, divine patron of law and lawyers. The Cabron looks at you intently. Surely, you are aware of the Abador, are you not? You must be, no matter. So, you recognize me at once, do I know you? I doubt it, but news about developments with the Stolen Land, and your roles in them, had traveled far. Austerius is a well-known name beyond your borders. It's a well-known name, chat. The Cabron gives a polite half-bow. So the woman in the kitchen is your cook? The Cabron nods quickly. Yes, we just can't imagine our lives without Tsana. Una gasps delicately. My constitution demands a unique diet. She studies you closely. A private matter, if you don't mind. Well, you're far from Brevoy, aren't you? You see, the Cabron clinks his throat. I've heard a wildlife here are excellent sport, so I decided to see for myself. Sort short truce from rumor. You know, fortunately, my fair wife was in favor of the trip, so here we are. I do prefer snares a bow. A bow? And what kind of prey do you hunt? The carbon freezes. Cogors! He swallowed again, as if fighting to take a breath. Magnificent predators, worthy prey for worthy hunter. He gives an awkward smile. Well, hope you enjoy the hunt in that case. An odd place to rest a night, however. Why, Baron? Una gives a false smile. We adore this charming dwelling. She glares around at the dim hall. Her smile remains, but you notice she raises an eyebrow at the surroundings, as if judgmental. I need a key to your room. Okay, the crimes take place nearby. The one responsible may be hiding in the house. Have you seen anything suspicious? The Tadrim exchange glances. I'm afraid, Your Grace. The Carbon looked downcast. We won't be able to help you. They won't? So any suspicious? The Carbon looks around the hall. We are not accustomed to such company, Baron. Besides, from the rest of legalist points of view, every person in this room is suspicious. Do you know the hostess of their lodge? No, I don't. Carbon rubs his brow. And I must say, she doesn't look forward to meeting new people either. Do you recall who came to the lodge in the last hour or so? The Carbon caster looks behind you. On a second thought, this young woman... I didn't notice exactly when she entered the room. He turned to his wife. My dear, perhaps you recall? What was the name of our hostess used to address her? Olika, sweetheart. Una shrugged faintly. I cannot recall if I saw her at the start of the evening. Okay. Need a key to your room. Perception checks. Despite Una's cool expression, you notice a bit of sweat running down her temple. As she spots you glance, her lips tightens. Carbon takes a key from his purse and hands to you. As you wish, Baron. Well, they definitely look suspicious. As soon as we ask the rest of guests about the room, Una's Tadrim starts sweating. What has her so worried? Is there something to find among these things? Yeah, Una Tendrim definitely not sincere when she says she liked the place. These money bags must have serious reason to stay in the hall, a reason she doesn't want us to know about. The Carbontidium claims he came to the Baron to hunt, but he knows almost nothing about hunting, even less than I do. What a ridiculous idea. Searching for Kogors in the swamp. Searching for Kogors in the swamp.
Won't be halted.
So there's the last person to check. Alright, there's also the rooms to check. Perception.
I did as you asked.
Something is burning inside the stove. It wasn't thrown in the fire not so long ago. Aha! It looks like something was burning in the stove just before our arrival. The kitchen servant is busy, grinding herbs using a mortar. She's wearing a dress solid with the dark stains, and her hair is knotted in a bun with a few stray hairs poking free. The woman doesn't appear to notice you as she makes her way to the stove. You notice she limped badly in her right leg. Before you can speak, she sees you and freezes. Okay, so that's definitely the culprit, right? Because we did injure him, her. Who are you? Name's Sana. I cook for Tadrims. Nobles from Resto. She wipes her hands with her apron. What will it be? What can you tell me about your masters? Sana froms. No quicker road to trouble. Talking about masters, that is. She glances at you, glosses inside. How would you like if your servants were all gossiping about you. They pay regular, not stingy with the coin. They don't yell much, so I could count myself fortunate I do. And why are they here, you think? None of my business. Maybe they have things to do, but I wouldn't know it. I meant I cook and I serve when, where I need it. Alright, I need, what are you cooking, Sana? She's strawberry glanced in the stove. That's theirs for tomorrow. She hesitates. Tomorrow's midday meals it is. It peek into the stew pot. You take the lid of the pan. Some brew boils inside. It looks strange and smells odd. You don't over smell the stew. And immediately flinch. An acrid stink of vinegar. It feels like a punch in the face. Besides, you can smell some strange spice, which would be appropriate in the desert, but not in the first course for dinner. Yeah, it must be difficult to please nobles like Tedrims. I imagine they ask for something new for each day's meal. But Suna thinks about it. Yes, she hesitates and notes. That's it, I suppose. If you're looking for a criminal, have you seen anyone suspicious? What can be seen here, you say? Sana snorts. Ask Durma, she runs the house, she does. Has anyone come into the kitchen recently? Only Durma came, she frowns. No tap, checking to see I'm not plumbing the silver. As if there's anything worth stealing here. So there's not. The hostess of the lodge doesn't mind you cooking in her kitchen. As if she came here often herself. She throws up her hands. Feels piled up in corners. The floor sandal deep in dirt. Had to work my fingers to bones to clear the kitchen before I could start a proper meal in this. She curled her lips. This cowshed. Okay, I need a key to your room. Room? She raised an eyebrow. I don't have a room except here in the kitchen. Bed's a bench. Still warm enough and sir. Okay, she's definitely a culprit, right? Yeah, the kitchen man limps just like our robot ran away. Perception. The back door was used recently too. But she is in cahoots with those Tandreams, right? If she is, we should check the rooms as well. Maybe we can find some Tandreams chance perception.
Done and done.
There's no hunting bows, arrows, snares. No way else a sign of Tandreams having any hunting on their mind. The sheets are crumbled, the blankets thrown aside. It seems someone sleeping in the bed not long ago. The bags contained Tandreams' clothes and personal belongings.
I did as you asked.
A pile of dirty glosses, alright, so a shoes on the back and recipes. We've been over here, we didn't even loot the place.
I did as you asked.
We do it my
Olka bed.
I've broken a nail.
The bed covers the floor with shit is clean. Did we miss a perception? Should say a broken nail. The table holds a pile of lanterns crossed with the ribbons. There's a lanterns from Olka disease husband. It seems they correspond often.
Done and done.
She had 200 gold. The chest contains modest clothing, some packs, leftovers food, and a purse with the herbs and other personal belongings. But we can't really check the belongings, can we? Bad to rest.
Head on.
Okay, we know the culprit. There's someone who seems especially suspicious to me. Just call the name and I will interrogate the person. Sana, the tender maid. Gaston raises a brow. You think so? He thinks for a moment, then notes. As you wish, my baron. I'll bring her. I think, Sana, you know why I brought you here? The kitchen servants cast a wary look at Gaston, and then you. I would? How? Do you jest, my lord? She gave a half smile, as if uncertain. How could I know what you are thinking? The Gaston shake his head. Enough! We know you are who you are. Lamashtu won't help you here. The son is silent for a moment, then straightened like a serpent, her eyes cold with contempt. Is that so? Her accent has vanished, her demeanor of a peasant shed like a cloak. Then you know little of our faith, indeed. 360 XP. The great Mother is with me. Silence voices eyes. Prepare yourself for her.
The beginning of the hunt.
She's level 11 cleric. And she got tripped.
Be easier if you knock my back.
34 sneak damage from a goblin. Not bad.
Nowhere to run.
That's enough! Stop it! Stop! Stop! I surrender! I surrender! The priestess of Lamashtu holds her hands over her bleeding wounds, moaning in pain. She raises her helmet, She raises the helm of her skirts and starts to wipe away the blood from her legs. Her right leg is covered with a sores, oozing, pus, and yellow ichor. You and your minions unleashed a blight across my lands because of your monsters around the barony, and honest people fear to leave their homes. The priestess of Lamashtu shakes her head and tries to close her wounds, moaning, That's nonsense! I've heard the stories about what happened in your barony, half-orc, but I have nothing to do with this. The Great Master rules the monsters of this world, but if you had truly earned her wrath, your land would be drowned in blood. No, Baron, you must look as well elsewhere to place blame. Lamashtu and her followers have nothing to do with your troubles. Tell me, who are you, quickly? I'm a priestess of the cult of Lamashtu, the Great Master, the ancestrals of the monsters. The priestess struggles to raise her chin. Her voice is a hiss. I'm not from those lands. I came because of the pleas of your people who seek the mercy of my goddess. I came to those lands in secret and hid my identity from everyone except for those initiated in the mysteries of Great Mother. Even the hostess of this lodge has no idea who I was, and those looking for divine benefaction found me on the Owen. And there's more than the followers of Aristotle would believe. Tell me about the cult of Lamashtu. We are numerous, and we are strong. The tribe of Lamashtu followers grows every day, breeds, and spreads over the lands of Galarian in search for places to create new packs. What kind of rituals were you performing in the shrine? We pray to Lamashtu. We ask for new offsprings in the pack. We mated like wild animals, free of stupid prejudice. The priestess lips curve in a grin. I spare you the details, half-orc. Looks like you are unable to accept the greatness of our ancient faith. Aren't you a merry bunch? Octavia giggles, waving her fingers tauntingly at the priestess. But you know, Callistra's faithful have a lot of fun too. Just without the risk of growing a pair of tentacles in the process. Don't you dare compare your frivolous goddess to ours, who are as old as the world itself. Your orgies are little more than entertainment for bored townsfolk. Ours are full of primordial wisdom. Do they really compare the orgies? What? Game. What the hell? A primordial wisdom. The Valerie winces. Could we please skip the theological debate over which cult has better orgies? Yeah, it disgusts me to listen to this indeed. Narrow-minded creatures living by stupid human loves. So, where's the rest of the Lamashtu cult is hiding? The woman's face turns to stone. You cannot make me betray the children of a great mother. Torture me if you like. Lamashtu will grant me the strength to endure any pain you inflict upon me. Have you allied yourself with goblins and other creatures in the area? No. We haven't have the same mistress, but our paths to face are different. All these people in the lodge, are they here because of you? The priestess shakes her head. They were searching for the blessing of Lamashtu, as the gods have denied them other hand to ask Mother of Monsters for the benefaction. So the couple of, from Resto, did they come to meet you? Yes, several years ago the lawyer defended a necromancer in the court in his native city, and he won the trial. Since then all Tedrim's attempts to conceive the child were doomed to fail. Pharasma didn't want to prolong the bloodline of a man who protected those who raised the dead. Una has more brains than her spineless mate, so she sought the support of Lamashtu. The child, of course, will bear the mark of goddess, but Tendrims don't have much choice. Pharasma's memory is long. Have the story of the what the story of the merchant's widow? Olika. She's a poor girl, clinging to the unburned life in her womb. The seed of her husband was too weak. Olika's child is doomed to perish before coming to this world. Is this hostess at this? The priestess of Lamashtu looks at Durma in disgust. This thoughtless thing? No, she did not see. Was not smart enough to see what was transpired under her nose. I won't offend the name of Lamashtu by calling her our hostess or one of her tribe. Okay, Kirsten, I have the orders. Your Grace? Kirsten turns to you. Let Tristan move closer to you. Please be merciful to those people. Imagine how great the despair must be to turn to the monstrous Lamashtu for help. So the thoughts disgust me. The priestess did try to help them, in whatever way she could. The Valerie folds her hands across her chest and looks at you with interest. The priestess' guilt is obvious to me. The others, not so much. Chaotic good, I forgive all those people, even the priestess, let them go. Chaotic evil, I have nothing against Lamashtu and her flock. Priestess, you are free to go. Lawful good. Those people are innocent, let them leave. As for the priestess, she banished from the lands forever. She is... See to it she removed from the baron at once. Arrest everyone except for the lodge hostess. As evil? This evil? But the evil cultist. Why am I arresting evil cultist? It's the act of evilness. What's the nonsense of that? Okay, lawful good, I guess. The Tristan looks at you gratefully. I don't think the Stolen Lands have even seen someone as kind and noble as you. Harsh, but fair. Befitting a true ruler, say Valerie. Your Grace, wait! You can barely hear Olka words through her sobs. Let me ask you. No, let me beg you. Allow the priestess to perform one last ritual. Let her save my child. I have no other hopes except for Sana. Fine. The priestess will perform the ritual for you. Then Kasten, I will follow my orders. Servant of Lamashtu, you are ready to help this woman. There is no place in my lands for such rituals. Kasten, execute my order. Well, it's just a ritual to grow some baby org Lamash to follow a guy who will be a serial murderer in the future. Why not? For now, he's just an innocent child. You may think of me whatever you like, but I have a duty to my pack. I help Oika, and the child will be born as a symbol of Lamash to grace. That was chaotic action? Damn it. The captain throws a tired look over the lodge and rubs his chin. That's all. He looks around lodge. We deal with these people as you ordered. I suppose it'll be a relief to Durma to get rid of such troubling guests. I thank you, Your Grace, for your help and your own wisdom. I pity we didn't discover the true reason behind the blight, but at least we have one less mystery on our hands. Have a safe journey, my Baron. My child will live. Okay, so Season of Bloom. The barony tears on the edge. We will, where will it destiny leads? Salvation or damnation? The Baron's last hope is to identify the source of the troubles in the lands over the last few months and put an end to the horrible events that could well lead to the lead the country to its final form. So we scouted the whole barony, visited goblins, dispatched the cults of the Mashtwe, and even participated in a real vivisection. Now it's time for everyone to meet and discuss what we learn about the source of disease. So he said, I'm worried about that chaotic action I perform. Right, it's putting me close to the natural good, which we can't. Which we can't cross that line. So we need to be lawful. Like to see her virus. The sink is I already bought the sink from her by a full price. So can't really buy much. Can sell something. $700. Let's go back to capital. What else we can do? It's gonna take 23 hours. Save. There's no other areas I haven't been like visited yet. Okay, yeah. Maybe there's something over here, you know. There's could be some areas. There could be some areas we haven't been to. Because it's a new act is given a yeah. Like this like lonely meal in a goblin village. It was only there in this current act. You know what? We should go around this area to check it out. Just connect the dots. Culture available to claim, but I don't have any barony points, do we? Don't really. A random encounter, which is I can't avoid. So what this about?
I won't be halted.
Do we go this way? Don't see anyone. Refugee, the sick young man. A group of travelers carrying bags Satchels and sacks full of all manners of goods and chattels are shuffling their feet on the ground in front of you. Two tougher-looking men are helping one of their companions stand. A pale young who is shivering, his face covered in sweat. As you approach, the man turns to you and glares at you. Your Grace. The afflicted youth? Who are you? The man throws a glance at you, small groups. Names? Unkret. Those are my companions. We come from a village of Alaric, and we're traveling to Galt in search of protection. Judging by your backs, you are not just traveling, you are on the run. You see a change in Urkek's eyes, and he gives you a cold, even a wicked look. And if it were so, your Grace, it's more risk to stay in the barony than to go into the wilds. There's 3 folks torn to pieces in our village, and even more were slain by the beast that came out. Galt has to be better safe, they say. And I say we go see for ourselves. Okay, so this young fellow, what's wrong with him? Oh, Verdine, you mean? Must even something. He was fine, see? The left then fell sick, fair and all. And in the morning he began to cough blood. Ever still willing, he'll make it to the border, and we'll find him a healer there. The Verdine gives a few deep, muffled coughs. The feverish glint in his bloodshot eyes, the glow in his cheek, the distant look in his face. You have seen this before. This is what the unfortunate servant looked like a moment before a monster wrapped from his body. Succeeded in my perception, or Lord Nature checks. Diplomacy? There is nothing you can do for Overdin. His signs are like the other afflicted. Any moment, a monster might tear its way out of him. Keep your distance. Urket, pale, and looks at the other. Listen up! His voice is hoarse. All back! Back behind the Baron! I'm sorry, Verdin, I have to think of others as well. It's just a favor!
I wish there was another way.
I wish Verdin! Eris still save us! He's became a bear. An owl bear. Okay, almost. I don't want to attack with you, but I can buff the goblin. I don't think I want to go with the goblin there, however. That would be a mistake, right? I was gonna be killed by a bear. We'll have a better chance to face tank.
Die!
So sneak attack, but I didn't even try to trip him, did I? If attack hits, the monk can make a free trip attempt. Do we have some trip like as action here? Because I don't see this trip attempt like activating. I think the monk as a class is just broken. So neither the shattering smash is shattering punch working, or this leg sweep is working. Right, there was literally no attempts to hit him.
Come here, Bax. Knock, knock, snap.
Cursed lands, cursed barony. Great gods, what did we do to deserve this? Well, at least I got myself XP here. The Unrik's hands are shaking. And as he turns to face you, his voice rested at a shot. Cursed lens! Cursed Baron! It's all your fault! Verdun died because of you. We're all going to die because of you. Natural good. Lawful natural. I protect this realm for you. I fight monsters, and all I hear is return is cursing and the murmuring of cowards. You ungrateful, narrow-minded fools. Well, okay, so this is gonna be shifting me away from chaotic evil, right? The lawful natural. Prevoy, loyal traitor! I hope you die in a ditch, Baron. Diplomacy. I will not be able to protect you if you leave it for gold. Turn back, and inside the capital you will find protection from the beasts. You will at least save those who can still be saved. Success. The wrath of the Urk's face give away to disbelief. Is it so? You want to sweep us away from our neighbor's sight? He wipes away tears. 'Tis all the same. No matter where we breast our lust, be it away from home, in a foreign land, or in our city streets, let us die in peace. You hear that, lads? We're turning back. Well, there's some XP also. Okay. We at least got like, what, 2 or 3k today. But it's super far away from the next. Okay, that's another goal. Super far away from the next level. Like, previous the chapter 2 gave me like a couple of levels. Gave me from level 7 to level 9. Or from level 6 to level 9. But will we be able to get as much levels in this chapter? That's the question. For now, let's save. The safest option is to save. Let's go and get that mission of ours. Let's see. So success, your capital is now a lively town. Rebuild the capital into the town. We did it. Events. Unrest in the streets. The people are gradually losing faith in the Baron. Your associates anxiously awaits you in the castle to discuss the current situation. While we still have a serene okay, you know, there's the showing. Or not. 28 of Lamachan are unrest changed from stable to serene. Recent quest decision will go in the country. +1 to barony checks as well from all of those. So first and foremost, we want to build the... We want to build the stuff. How do we upgrade the stuff? Upgrade 45. Provide additional relationships. So additional buildings are available. Tavern. So there's our French printing house free. So haven't been building this. Printing press can be created literature as the speed of the scribe can catch. +2 stability when the barony alignment is lawful, and +4 to loyalty when the barony alignment is chaotic. Community, okay, so +4 to military while barony alignment evil, and +2 to economy and culture while barony alignment is neutral. +4 to both if it's true natural. Affects library. So Davos is all alone. But I just didn't have a place to build it. Can build it over here. But it's effects library. Museum, a monument, mansion. A huge mansion housing a rich family and its servant. Community relation, espionage, lumberyard, mage tower, arcane +4. I also host a teleportation circle that allows a select clientele to travel to a world across a magical teleportation network. Academy of Magic. Okay. It's required two places to build as well. Affecting lighthouse, espionage stability. So affects Academy of Magic. Academy of Magic. We don't have like any. Yes, think of Academy of Fort. Courthouse, Cistern. Hoffen Brewery, Hospital. Plus community loyal jails. So we don't have this much of BP to do anything with this. I need to improve my economy. So pretty fast I can probably build this. So I don't see like any library here, is there? So let's say I just put it over there. And it's free. And we have all these armor shops and things. One of the traders in Capital Square sell the cheaper BP. You see, it's cheaper BP than this. 80 per BP. I didn't actually compare. It is okay. I wasn't comparing the prices, so 80 coins per one. I saw that they're supposed to be like the same. I think so. It's been a while as I looked. Okay, we're gonna be looking. So 1 BP is 80 coins here. Weapons shop. Marstak weapons shop and can I get 2 of those? Can but it's only can be yeah, built in town. Beyond no point of vendor selling if you're not the cheapest. You could just buy in the build screen. It's probably it wasn't on the build screen before, you know, like in alpha when the game was released, and they then decided it will be faster to get to the build screen. That's what I got from it. +1 to economy when adjacent to tavern and lawn house. And tavern, +1 to espionage when adjacent to barracks. And a relationship is adjacent to lawn house. Well, we're gonna be buying some points over here, 22 at least. We got Varric. And we got her. Over here. Oh, so we just built two workshops in one place. Hopefully that's gonna work. Okay, let's see about the cost of the stuff. So for now we just need to enter the main square, unless it's prompted some event here, because the people are resting. Good evening, Rangle. Welcome, welcome, mate. Greetings, greetings. Game out to save and pause. Okay, priestess. So Hasaf, right? Is the one who's selling building points. Yeah, 80 per current, the same as on the building screen. Yeah, the same. So my conjecture here, like I said before, is probably it was like this before. Like it was like this. He was selling these building coins when the game was released, and then he decided, well, you know, this is like not optimal going all the time to the merchant, especially if you like can build from a different region. When you're still inside the barony borders, so they added the building points to building screen. I think that's what happened. Because I do remember buying the points when I played the game last time, and I played it on release date. I remember buying it from specifically from merchant. Necklace of Eternal Hunter. Anyway, do we have anything good for my goblin here now? Don't have anything to sell. Also I thought, but we apparently do. Beast render. And I don't need this beast render. Knee splitter. Do I need any knee splitters? Okay, that's a 7k. Did you finish the dialogue with Raragag? We did. Where's the goblin now? He's over there. Well, we also haven't talked to the Jubilost at all. The Jubilost raises his head and closes his notebook. Ah, it's you. How can I help you? What are you joining down in your notebooks all the time? Jotting down. Not so far adventures. Good ideas to come to mind. I don't know how it is with you, but in my case, my mind is constantly producing thoughts and ideas worth of writing down. Some I use in my articles and books, others I will share with the audience next time I speak at for Logos in Absalom. Some other thoughts should be kept out of public view for a while. Our world isn't yet ready for certain revelations. Tell me about yourself. I've heard this request so many times. Well, as we're traveling together, I suppose I can give you an interview. Free of charge, of course. Where are you from? All of Galarian is my home. I'm a citizen of the world. Some might say my home is Absalom, that great old patchwork city. It's there that my books and magazines articles are published, and there I'm held in a particularly high esteem, owing to my vast knowledge. In fact, once I was invited to the College of Mysteries itself. But I prefer to think of Absalom not as home but headquarters, where I go to plan my next adventure. I visited every country worth mentioning in Avistan and Garund. I've even trotted the exotic lengths of Tianxia. I've seen miracles you couldn't even imagine. Even places in every place I've been, there was a home that would have gladly received a renewed explorer such as myself. The famous name of Jubilos Nastropol is no even in the most remote corners of the world. And still, where were you born? You know, the lines between persistence and importunity is very thin. And you risk crossing that line. The Jubilous sign. Do you think I haven't mentioned my birthplace because of my forgetfulness? I was born in Taldor, if you must know. The Empire is in decline nowadays, but still cherished the illusions of its past glory. It's a country torn by prejudice. In Taldor, my mind was trapped in a cage of restrictions. Birthright, poverty, and they beggars be damned attitude. I left the country as soon as I understood it. So, if you ever try to rekindle any patriotic feelings in me, you'll be disappointed. My first article in the Independence was about Taldor. The magazine was almost closed as a result of the scandal that followed, and it would have closed were it not for the cowards of my supports marching in protest under the windows of the publishing house, making it editors change their mind. The Empire of Taldor once stretches from okay, we don't care about this. So you traveled so much. Tell me of your travels abroad. The Jubilous tilts his head, appearing at you. I've written a fair number of articles and essay on my journeys, and if you excuse me, I haven't the slightest desire to retell them all to you right now. If you wish to learn about foreign lands, pick up the issues of Independence and read all to yourself. I'm sure you can find my magazines even in this hole of a place. So you write books and magazine articles? I certainly do. And too generous not to share my thoughts and journeys with other minds who search for knowledge. Judging from your face, you don't belong in that category. The Jubilous sign. Among my scientific works, I recommended a range of articles published in National Alchemy. If you prefer lighter readings, you might like Travel's essays of the scandalous The Independence. If picture captures your attention better than words, page through the illustrated Atlas of Avistan, and it should give your cook a volume or two of my culinary almanacs. Trust me, it might help. The Jubilous throws a speculative glance at you. Some have tried to blame me for a sleazy romance novels called The Five Scenes of Sarandra. I have no idea who spread these crazy rumors, but if you like such frivolity, I've been informed that the novel's sequel, The Sixth Scene, has recently published. Okay, you wear glasses. Why won't you ask some cleric to heal your eyesight? The Jubilous threw a cutting glance at you. I'm sure you could have figured out the answer to that question on your own, if you bothered to use a logical approach. At least I sincerely hope so. I prefer to think of you as of a lazy person, not a stupid one. The Jubilous tightened his lips. Well then, I suppose it's my fate to enlighten you. Alright, there is no time like a present. Let's build up to a logical conclusion together. So, starting with the obvious. A cleric's service costs several hundred gold coins. Spectacles cost 1,000 gold coins. So maybe I just couldn't afford to pay the cleric. Incorrect conclusion. I earn enough besides some clerics would surely help me free of charge, because they're fans of my incomparable talent. The answer can be the money then. So what it is? Let us explore further. Surely you notice that I'm a rather famous person. Just to be clear, which circles I'm famous in? My scientific articles are well known amongst the students and the teachers of various institutions of higher education. My articles that satirize the rich and powerful are extremely popular among the minor nobility, traders and workers. That is, among anyone who doesn't have any power for themselves. The kind of people who don't usually have enough money to afford an expensive cleric. Well, can you add it all up and find the right answer yet? The Jubilous doesn't let you get a single word in edgewise. Apparently, he's uninterested in your reaction and just enjoying listening to his own voice. My spectacles are something that unites me with my readers. People are more open to those who share their social status. Many of my readers can afford to heal themselves the eyesight at the temple, so when I, too, refuse such healing, I become closer to the people. My spectacles are part of my image. The Jubilous exhale at last. I believe I managed to explain the basic of logical thinking. No need to thank me. Well, thank you for telling me about yourself, you asshole. The Jubilous casually waves his hand. Ask away. Yeah, so like he basically want to look smarter in these spectacles. That's what happened. That's mostly why people wearing spectacles to begin with. I mean, I'm have like very poor eyesight here, but do I wear spectacles? I think I'm looking as smart as it is without them. Aren't I? Tell me something about the history of the gnome race. What have I come to? The Gibulus Nastaropol, famous explorer, writer and scientist, is reduced to giving a simple lesson in history? Very well, ask away. What question do you have? How did the gnomes appear in a Galarian? They came here in ancient times from the First World. You don't know what the First World is, right? If you don't, ask me about it some other time. I used to lecture on it in a couple of institutes. Okay, so the gnomes are kind of fey, is it? According to understanding I accumulated, the gnomes were an immortal race until some of our especially insightful ancestors came up with the brilliant idea. They decided it would be fun to learn how it feels to be mortal. I would like very much to meet those gnomes. I wouldn't even kick them, I just look in the eyes without a single word. Too bad. They all gone dead by now. As everyone knows, a stupid enough idea can be extremely contagious, so the gnomes got this infection, all of them, without a hope of cure. So they found a way to Galarian and decided to settle here. And you'll never believe it, they got just what they wanted. They served the link with the First World. They gained immortality, the bleaching, and a heap of local diseases that have been keeping our race at the verge of extinction ever since. Yeah, the bleaching, we know about bleaching. Do gnomes live long? Certainly. Long and happy ever after. The Jubilee shakes his head in remorse. We live as long as elves, where it's not for the bleaching. That's the curse of our race, which only struck after the gnomes left the First World. To put it simply, gnomes must constantly have new experiences. If a gnome gets into a rut, so to speak, he bleaches. We started to lose colors literally, our skin and hair became pale, and the world's worst thing is that our souls lost its color too. If the process continues unchecked, the gnome dies. History recalls only a few cases where gnomes actually died of old age. Most of them perish because of bleaching, or in the middle of some crazy adventure they join it just to stave it off. So we travel so much as a way to fend off bleaching. The Jubilee stares at you and then nods slowly. You see, I haven't been alive. I like to eat pancakes in the morning and like to write articles for magazines. I liked it when I leave the publishing house in Absalom and a crowd of fans immediately mobs me. So I don't intend to die at the peak of my life because of some stupid ancient curse. But don't you dare imagine that everything I do is just for fear of bleaching. I tell people the truth about the world and that surrounds them. My theoretical research aids the development of different branches of science in the various institutes. Yes, sooner or later I'll bleach and die, like any other gnome, but the name of the famous Jubilus Narsaropol will live throughout the ages. Okay, let's change the subject. I'd like to learn more about the First World. Well, you ask the right person. I am the expert in studying the First World. Give me your questions. What is like? It's huge, wild and extremely unfriendly to the unprepared travelers. Nothing remains constant there. Matters change before your eyes. What was mountains yesterday became a river today. And the river flows upwards. The trees touch the sky. The heat of the desert can melt metal. And hurricane winds can tear a person apart. But it would be wrong to think of the first world as a place of total destruction. Creation is just as important here. The desert springs alive into a forest, and when the hurricane subsides, animals emerge from a hiding, huge, wild, as untamed as the world itself. The first world epitomizes life in the original chaotic meaning. There's theory that the gods used the first world as training ground to practice the ability to create matter. Then they abandoned the first world to its own fate and wandered off to create Golarion. Some say that inhabitants of the first world still hold a grudge against the gods for this. So how can the person can get to the first world? Mainly through the magic portals created by the skilled magicians, but the price of such portals usually is excess of several thousand gold coins. There's another way, of course. There's documented cases where the spontaneous portals to the first world have opened in remote places on Golarion, where, as Mage says, the boundaries between the two worlds has grown thin. But spontaneous portals are rather dangerous. You never know what are lurking on the other side. Only desperate adventurers and madmen use them, and of course romantic suicidal idiots who think that the good common sense is too boring. Too boring. I mean, we just jumped through a couple of these portals, right? Are we romantic suicidal idiots? Or have we? Like, we did jump it through some portals at least. When we fought that level 18 cat. Are there any sentient beings in the first world? I mean the Fae. Of course, the Fae! And all their relatives. All the relatives. And then some more Fae besides. Sometimes one meets leprechauns or satyrs there, which are actually another type of Fae, just called by another name. And all of them are immortal, by the way. At least in their own home world. The souls of the creatures in the first world have no connection with the realm of mortals. When a creature of the first world dies, its soul just materializes in another body, similar to its old one. It's not a pleasant experience, and the resurrected creature loses almost all of the powers and abilities developed over the life, but it keeps its memories and personality. It's still much better than a mortal death, I would say. Sometimes the process doesn't even take long. A killer might meet his victim again the following week. Naturally, this immortality has influenced the way First World inhabitants thinks. For instance, Fae enjoy mischief and tricks that can easily end in someone's death. The Fae think is just funny, and anyone from another world who falls victim to such tricks doesn't end up having much to say at all. I mean, we already met that kind of incident, right? When they killed a man by shrinking the cart he was sitting in. Once, the gnomes were immortal relatives of a Fae, Jubilee sighed. And who rules over the first world? It's commonly assumed that the elders are rule it. They are overseers, but more just a glorified version of the Fae lords. Power attracts pompous blockheads in every world. Lawful good? What are you hinting at? I'm only fulfilling my duty. The Jubilee stares at you with interest. Yes, yes, duty. Protecting your subject and restoring the order. Objectives so noble I could sweep. Unfortunately, noble objectives can coexist perfectly happy with pompous blockheads. Are you quite sure you're not one of those? But let's get back to the first world. The elders possess the power to keep the matter in the first world in a more or less constant state. That's why the Fae treat them as demigods and offer them prayers, just as they offer prayers to Desna, Erestil, or even Lamashtu. Have you ever been to the first world you know so much about? The Jubilee shrinks his lips. I haven't the opportunity yet, unfortunately. My studies of the First World are limited to the confused statements of witnesses or scribbles in their diaries. Also, I studied the remains of the some unfortunate who periodically falls out of the spontaneous portals. I keep to the hopes that sooner or later I manage to visit that wonderful place, and certainly the notes I've written on the place would be far more extensive and more informative than all the ramblings of the subject I've had to wade through. Naturally, the main concern of my expedition would be the safety of its leader, namely me. I would be extremely foolish to go to the that far and see that much, only to lose the chance to tell anyone about it. Okay. And that's about all the conversations with Gnome.
I lead. You
You know, like, we approaching this gradually, talking with our companions. Unfortunately, we added an additional companion today, so one more person to talk at some point. Wait, we're not loading, what are you doing? Want to save here. One game.
I require rest.
Time to talk about this problem about of the curse, and maybe give some weapon to the goblin guy. If I do have like any cookery, the dagger. The throne room is full of people. Your allies stand around the throne, waiting in silence as you approach. The atmosphere is tense. Today, you'll be discussing the strange and deadly blight that recently struck your barony. The gloomy silence is only penetrated by the loud chewing. Knock knock has grabbed the whole fried chicken from the table and is busily devouring it, ignoring everyone else completely. The judge folds his hands on his chest. Well, now that we're all here, let's sum up what we know. We each spend a lot of time and efforts to learn what we can about where the monsters come from and what's causing the strange disease. I hope this conversation can help shed some light on the situation. The Castan shakes his head slowly. We need to hurry. If we don't find the source of this blight and eliminate it, we may end up with a rebellion on our hands. So, can we keep the people calm, persuade them to wait a bit longer? Castan frowns. Your Grace, it's hard to expect loyalty of the obedience from people in times like this. They're looking for something, or someone to blame. I didn't want to be the one to say it, but... The judge casts Castan off with a gesture. People think you're cursed, Your Grace, and it would be in your own best interest to quickly discover the curse of this disaster and keep claims that lives and that keeps disaster that keeps claiming the lives of your subjects. Right. So, Castan, are you still in with the militia? The guard hesitates, furrowing his brow. Your Grace, I understand these people very well. They're tired of just waiting and hoping, but for now, I can guide the eagerness for action in a positive direction. I'm glad to help them avoid a hasty decision that could cause more trouble. At the same time, I'm convinced that a crowd of terrified villagers who armed themselves can truly be our salvation. This barony has a chance only to so long as it has authorities and law. My top priorities are helping you remain the authority and the law. The Castan takes a deep breath after an unusually long speech. I just wanted to assume that I'm on your side. I assure you that I'm on your side. So, Jord, how did you know come about these rumors of a curse? The Jord bows his head. Each day, I see dozens of infected, Your Grace. Many people have lost their loved ones of fear they soon will. They all want to know what's going on, who deserves the blame, whose sins brought this blight upon them. Trust me, every day the numbers of people willing to pin the blame on you grows. They say you and your barony are cursed. Of course, I don't believe a word of it, This isn't a curse, but some disease which has somewhat manifested itself in the barony. The Judge raises his eyes to meet yours. Trust me, I won't leave you until I find the source of this disease, regardless of what those poor people may say in their delirium. Okay, so let's summarize what we found up until this point. The Judge, Gaston, and Tristan looks at you closely. Judge, the surgery showed that it was a magic seed causing the disease, correct? Right. Judging from the location in the patient's bodies, those seeds were ingested. It seems likely that they are initially extremely small, almost invisible, and people simply swallow them with other food. When the seed is in stomach, it begins to grow and cause the symptoms we see in our patients. As soon as the seeds gain enough strength, it sprouts and turns into the magical portal, just like a bud turning into a flower. Eris still forgives me. The Judge stares into the distance for a moment. Something must have possessed me to say that. It really does look like a blooming. Each seed tears the body of its victim, just like a flower tears its bud. Gaston, we discovered that Lamashtu cultists were involved with the monstrous infestation. Gaston notes. It doesn't mean they're innocent of their crimes, but the monster infestation or invasion at least not their work. Hearing the name of Lamashtu drawn a knock-knock attention. Mars is not to blame here, told you, but who listened to me? So goblins obviously like having all of those monsters around. To them is like a sign of Lamashtu benevolence. Gaston grunts. I'd say they're just excited by anything new that happens. I wouldn't be surprised if they linked this story somehow. But I doubt the seeds were created by goblin shamans. Besides, a plant like this seems a little beyond the local goblin chief's intelligence. Knock knock raises his head. Know what I think? I think goblin skin gets rotten lice scratcher. Shaman plays hymns like a reed pipe. Babbles about Lamashtu, then plots behind his back. So, can you tell me where those monsters came from, Tristan? The one that appears because of this bloom. The Tristan raised his eyes from a paper on the table. Undoubtedly, from some world alien to our own, all the monsters appeared from the bloom are exceptionally large and strong. It would be rare to encounter such specimens in the Stolen Lands, or even in the Moscalarian. But it's impossible to say what is in the lies on the other side of the portals that intend on killing your people. Well, that's all we need to know about the results of the research. Gaston and Jod exchanged glances, Tristan considering to dig through his papers. So, the bloom's essential properties are strange seeds getting into people's bodies, which cause the disease and eventually creates magical portals. Now we just need to discover where those seeds are coming from. The Tristan, who's been examining the maps on the table from the shadows, gives a small cough. If I may, I've noticed an interesting details. Well, two details to be precise. First, the seeds afflict most of the villagers. There have been no recorded cases of disease within the city limits, except for those who came here looking for a cure. The Judge notes. That's right. Thus, we can assume a common factor is how people are exposed to those seeds. Mainly, villagers get their food from the same territory. The Tristan slowly shakes his head. I don't think food is the problem. Take a look. He points on the map. We have the most cases of disease here, here, and over here. Monsters mostly attack here and here. The cleric's fingers travel down the map, tapping points along the fluid line. You see? The situation is most dire among the banks of the Guardian River. Connects the task water with like Silver Stamp. Everyone examines the map closely. Eris still have mercy on... The judge exhausts slowly. Exactly. Along the river. That must be where the seeds come from the drinking water. Gaston, the militia must often find the monster by the river, right? We used to think the monster were just coming to the river to drink. The Gaston rubs his forehead. But if what the clerics say is right. So there's a dozen of villagers among the river banks, hundreds of people. How many are likely already infected? The judge looks at you closely. Are you suggesting we wait for them all to succumb to the bloom? Baron, let's pray we can deal with this situation before that happens. Okay, so we just go to upstream and find the source of the blight. Knock Knock jumps at your words. Take me! Me! The goblin bears his sharp, crooked teeth. I want to settle the score with the king. Creston straightened up and flexes his shoulders. If you allow me, Baron, I'd like to take the lead on this. I'll take the best member of the militia with me and sweep the woods along the river. Have a look under each and every rock if needed. Gaston muffles a cough. After everything they've been through, those people deserve a chance to discover the source of their misfortune. Lawful natural? No, Gaston. We have to deal with this carefully and rationally. Go to your people and evade my arrival. I mean, we're a lawful barony. The Gaston casts his eyes down. You're right, of course, your grace. I'll order my men to get ready immediately. We'll wait your arrival and then make our move. The Gaston gives a short bow, turns around and leave. He's already left. Tristan, how did you find the links between disease and the river? The cleric glances pensively at the map. You see, Baron, the seas are not the only sign of the sunbeam. Abnormal at work. Remember the ruins where we first met? The glade near these ruins, full of huge flowers. Glades such as this tend to appear all over the stolen lands. Seems strange, does it not? Especially if we take into account that the magic seeds and the portals they created look like flowers themselves. Jot even called them this disaster the bloom. I like to research this natural phenomenon, and perhaps... The Tristan stops, taking as loud hasty steps are heard from the main entrance. That's the Gaston back? Gaston runs into the room. Your Grace! We have trouble. The peasants are rioting. Ah, that's the only solution that Nitwits could come up with? Don't worry, Baron. As long as they're not setting fire on the streets, we still have a chance to come up to a peaceful resolution. If you allow me, I'll go and speak with them. Do my best to calm the crowds down. And if peace doesn't prevail, you guards and I will stand with you. Let's go. I can hear they shooting even from here. I'm out of water. Go up to the garden river and find Gaston and his man.
I require rest.
But I require rest. The murmuring crowd takes up almost the entire square. The murmuring turns to a shot as your arrival, and a stone flies out of the crowd and strikes the cobbles at your feet. There he is! I will last damn out at last. Damn his eyes! Quite good. Please hear me out before you lynch me. I know you're tired and disgruntled. I am too. Day after day, I and my companions seek a solution to your misfortunes. We saved so many from this fatal disease, and if the gods have mercy, we can save even more. So please, let us do what we can. Return to your homes, to your loved ones. They need you. Just they need your patience and a good face. The crowd before you sways and mumbles. People look at one another, tall in a hushed tone, talking in a hushed tone, shakes their heads and frown. It seems rebels who were screaming and jeering a minute ago almost all lost all their confidence. Finally, one of the peasants opened his mouth. The Baron is right! You really believe this? It's a pure nonsense. Don't you get it? We could run the Baron through, but it won't change a thing. He's of more use alive than dead. Pitiful fools. You doom yourselves by entrusting yourself to the one who angered the great goddess. Oh, that's the prophet, Ramus. The old man's right. The Baron is cursed. We let him go now. We all find our graves tomorrow. And if we don't let him go, we'll be mangled one by one by the beast and tears out of the sick. This goddess of yours no one's seen. What help will she be then? So be it, Baron. We'll let you pass. But don't forget, we trust in you with our lives. Find the source. Save our children from this terrible sickness. And 480 XP from all this reading. So where's the Tramus? I definitely hear him. Guards, catch him. How is it banished man twice like appeared in my lands already? Okay, we have our air alarm here, guys. I probably need to finish the stream because air alarm during the day is one thing, but air alarm during the night could be very dangerous. A pathetic looking elf stands before you. His clothes are wrinkled, his cheeks is scratched, and his nose is swollen like he's suffered a heavy blow. He glances around with a haunted look and bows. My name is Sartine. Mistress Narziel was supposed to have given me a gift for your grace, but I'm afraid we might have a bit of a problem. Okay, so this is our weaponsmith. The Mistress Narziel has been working hard on a special gift for you, but one of her princesses, Detail, went mad after he touched the blade that was meant to be presented to you. He's grabbed it and just ran off as fast as he could. I saw it with my own eyes. Now Detail is missing. I come to you in secret to ask for your help. Maybe one of your advisors could get to the bottom of this. My mistress would rather see the whole thing buried. After all, the sword that drove him mad was meant to you. Who are you? The elf's eyes, you're in astonishment. Me? I'm Sartina, assistant to the and servant to the Mistress Narziel. She teach me her craft. I've been dreaming to become a weaponsmith ever since I was a child. My father was a master too. His swords were famous. Unfortunately, he went bankrupt while I was still too young to learn. He withered away and never got to teach me his skills. But the mistress gave me another chance. So tell me about your mistress. The elf enthusiasm is almost pathetic. I'm Mistress Nazriel's assistant. It's a great honor. She's genius. Her knowledge of weapons know no bounds. Also scary sometimes, you know. Anyway, I'm not complaining. I'm happy to serve her. Does she mistreat you? The elf throws up his hands in fear. Not at all. She's the most magnificent weaponsmith I've ever met in my entire life. I'm lucky she even noticed me. She's made me so happy. I wish I weren't so stupid and clumsy. I'll be more worthy to her help. But I tried as hard as I can. Well, to the business. What gifts are you talking about? The Sartina shrugs. I don't know. The mistress said I couldn't touch it, but I heard her ask Detail to take it to you. So I see what I can do. The elf bows low and once again. Okay, so we do have a couple of quests here. The Nazriel, Greatest Creation, and Beneath the Stolen Lands as well. Go to the 10 Embers. Okay, now the Season of Bloom. Go to the Guardian River. That's two quests. And I'm gonna be finishing the stream a little bit early today. We have just air alarm, and like I say, the one during the night are the one to be
I require
more
rest.
dangerous than during the day. That's usually how it is. Take care of yourself, guys. Stay safe, and whatever you're doing, have fun with it. See you next time, hopefully.